Hey, hold on. Hello, welcome to my channel. This is the first video. It's been a long time coming, but we're here and we made it, and I'm so glad that you decided to click on this video. So if you want to see how I got this hair, and you want to hear what I have taken away from being away from social media for 3 entire months, all the things I've learned, all the problems that I've overcome, if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead and stick around for the video. You know, people be doing get ready with me's, but then I was like, where am I getting ready to go? Who am I kidding? I don't go anywhere on the weekdays. I do not get ready to go anywhere on the weekdays. So this is to do your hair with me. So I'm gonna be putting these kinky twists in. I don't know if I'm gonna crochet it. I don't know if I'm gonna untwist it and just like twist it in like a normal. I don't know what I'm about to do. It was on sale. I needed to do something to my hair, so we're gonna experiment. But so if you see me looking over here, I'm looking at my notes because my mind goes all over the place. So I needed to, you know, have an agenda. I'll be using this shea butter. All of this stuff is simply just from the beauty supply store. It's nothing fancy, nothing crazy. I got some rubber bands just in case I decided to do the rubber band method. Like I said, I don't know what I'm about to do. Got my crochet needle. Got some combs. And then I have clips to keep my hair out of the way. So back in October, I was led to get off of social media for a bit because of the tumultuous time that I have had throughout this whole quarantine. Like the things that have led me to this point, I'm gonna tell them myself. You just wait, I'm gonna tell them myself. I decided to get off of social media in October because of my decision back in September to try the whole like, I'm a content creator, woo woo woo. I tried it back in September of 2020 because I've always wanted to like make content, because I would always see people on YouTube, Instagram, and you know, all these other places writing and, you know, making their little videos of whatever it is they're making their videos of. And I'm just like, I can do that. Like, I want to do that, but I would never do it. And I think it was a mixture of what other people thought of me and me not believing that I had a voice and that my voice mattered in the world. Like all the branding people were saying, like, you have to bring value, like get specific, who's your audience, and my audience was getting clearer as I was, you know, filling out the little free PDFs and doing this, doing that. But what I wanted to post and the purpose behind the post is what really like was blowing me. I was just like, but okay, but why? For what? You know, as believers, we know that we were put here on this earth for a reason, you know, just even scientifically. You being the person that came out of your mother's, all the eggs, but you was the one that popped out. I was just like, God, what is it that you have called me to do? What is it? And who is the greater person to go to than the one that created you to get the answer? I decided to start the social media fast in order to reflect on myself and the person that I could possibly be in the future, because I was just like, I don't even know what I like. Like, I'm just like, I don't even know what like lotion moisturizes me. Like, I use the lotion that my mama used to give me when I was younger, because that's what my mama used to give. Like, you know, it's like stuff like that. What do I like? What annoys me? Well, I know what annoys me, so I didn't have to really just dig deep inside to find out what annoyed me. Can't figure that kind of stuff out when you're constantly consuming other people's opinions and other people's lives and other people's thoughts on the matter. You simply cannot. I had to turn the camera off and concentrate because I was really like, wait a second, what am I even doing with my hair? One of the things that had happened with me being off of social media for 3 months is that I cultivated meaningful relationships out of not having social media and really just being able to connect with the people who genuinely care about me. Because, you know, it's so easy to like swipe on your story and be like, oh, ha ha ha, that was funny, or oh, your hair is cute, or, you know, having that dialogue when you see it. But talking to someone because they thought of you or because you thought of them is so different. As humans, we crave to be seen, to be known, and to be loved. And you get that from social media, but it's not real. Likes are nice. Yes, comments are nice. But don't you want likes and comments and like people caring about you in real life? You gotta mind the business that pays you in some way. If you're not making money on social media, why are you so caught up? Why are you so pressed about likes and comments and you're not even getting paid? Not that your friends will pay you, but they encourage you, they uplift you, they let you know if you're possibly going in the wrong direction. And I used to be so overwhelmed with the amount of people that I felt like I needed to be in contact with. You literally cannot keep in contact with everybody. You can't. You don't have the energy. You don't have the emotional energy. You don't have the emotional time. Well, at least I don't. I don't know about y'all, but I surely as heck did not. So now I have the list of the people that I know, like Zariya. You haven't talked to them in a while. Let's check in. Let's see what's going on. It's hard to like know that list when you are scrolling and seeing everybody every day. Because when you see everybody every day, it seems like you're up to date with their life. And it's like, you really haven't even talked to them, so you really don't actually know. Another thing that had happened was that I would be in a place, or I'd like be in a line and have nothing to do, or I would, because when you're in a room and people are having a conversation, but you're not part of the conversation, but you're there, and you just scroll or you just like listen in. Like I've been in a lot of those situations, and then without social media, it was like I either had to be present or I had to find something else to do. And so being in line or being bored or there being a lull in the conversation, I found myself reading more books, reading my Bible more instead of scrolling. Like I was using that downtime in a way that was beneficial, in a way that was edifying, in a way that wasn't a waste. Because the way that at least the way that I use social media, it was just a waste of time, and not having it allowed me to stop wasting my time. But then I also stopped wanting to waste my time, and I realized how much time every day I was wasting scrolling on social media, getting absolutely nothing out of it besides feeling overwhelmed and feeling not good enough and just feeling all these negative things. It's like, why do I keep doing something that keeps making me feel bad or making me hesitate towards being the person that I want to be? It's like, that is honestly insane. And I started doing things that helped me learn, that helped me grow, and wanting to just lay in your bed and do a little bit of nothing for hours and hours on end. What is that getting you? Is that it's like you have goals. You're not gonna get to your goals scrolling on Instagram and watching TikToks for 18 hours of your day. It's simply not gonna happen. It's not. And I understand the mental health part of it, and I'm not saying, you can't do that, because there definitely are days where I'm just not in the mood, and my anxiety is high, my thoughts are racing, and I literally cannot get out of my bed. I'm not saying that, having your days where, you just need a distraction. I'm not saying that. But when that isn't your everyday, you really start getting clear on, okay, here's what I want to do and here's how I get to it. Okay, where is the information? Who has the information on what it is that I want to learn, on what it is that I'm trying to get at? You start figuring out strategies. You start, using your time. The way that these, they be, morning routine, night routine, plan with me, and you watch them, but then you don't do it. When you get off social media, you start doing stuff, all right? That's what happened for me. I'm realizing that I really cannot talk and do other things. And it's like I knew that, but I thought that I would be able to do this. Another thing that had happened was that I learned to love what I have. The way that the social medias is set up, literally everybody and a mama got videos about something or another. It's so easy to watch all those things and be like, dang, I don't have that. Dang, like if you have it, I know that I can have it, but I don't have it. And so now I'm sad that I don't have it, but I'm not doing anything to get it. At least once again, that was me. I would see people, booking, getting gigs, having relationships, going on vacation, doing this, having great relationships with God. And I would just be like, God, what about me? When is it gonna be my time to thrive? When is it gonna be my time to live the life that I feel like I'm supposed to be living? but I would spend my days scrolling. I would spend my days consuming things, but with no action. I would spend my days thinking and planning, but no action. Like I was just in this depressed state, just so distraught about trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing with my life, but then also feeling so overwhelmed because I didn't know how to start. I didn't know where to start. I didn't have the job that I wanted. I wasn't in New York. I wasn't getting any auditions. I had a 9-to-5 that was so draining that I didn't want. I was still at home in my grandparents' house. Like I'm in my childhood home still. I was living the life that I prayed to God that I would not have after I graduated. Like after I graduated, I was like, I'm moving to New York. I'm about to start auditioning. Like I'm about to start this afterlife. Like I'm about to go hit the pavement and try and do this thing. And the exact opposite is my reality right now. I had all these goals and I just couldn't achieve them. I was like, you know, we're gonna wake up and we're gonna work out. We're gonna wake up and we're gonna make plans. We're gonna figure out what the heck we're doing with this social media thing. We're gonna work on our relationship with God, woo, 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 woo. And so many things just kept getting in the way. My emotions kept getting in the way. My self-doubt kept getting in the way. My thoughts kept getting in the way. Like just so many things were getting in the way. So being on social media, seeing people doing the things that I wanted to do, you know, I was like, my clothes aren't cute enough. My room isn't minimal enough. I'm not cute enough. Seeing all the things that I wanted and not having it really just put me in a bad place. And then one day I was thinking like, would I even want the things that I want if I had not seen them on social media? Like I'm so disappointed about a life that could not have even been the life that God wanted for me. Like I created this life in my head without even consulting the person that creates life. I was just like, what am I even disappointed about? My plan that was never even his plan? I just gave it all to God and was like, you know, skip my goals, skip my to-do list, skip everything that is me. God, what do you want? And from that place, I started to change my perspective on my own life. I've just learned to make the best with what I have. Like, what's her name? NTRE has a song. What is it?
What did I do you say? You know I did was complain. See, living here's paradise, I'm talking paradise is in your mind, you know.
That I did not understand that line until now. Paradise is literally in your mind. My family, when they were younger, they used to talk about how happy they were when they're poor. Poor. Even me. I have good memories and I was poor. Didn't have nothing. Didn't even realize that I was poor. But like, it really is just your perception of the life that you have. I started trying to figure out like, okay, how do I make what I have good enough? The only person that it matters for it to be good enough is me. Whether you think my life is good enough, whether the next person thinks my life is good enough, whether a follower thinks that my life is good enough, it doesn't matter because they're not living my life. So if you think that what you have isn't good enough, then it's not. But if you feel like what you have right now in this moment, you know, is good enough for now, and it's not that, you know, that there isn't better. It's not that you can't have better, that you can't want better. Because I definitely do. I'm still waiting for my better, okay? You're just like, you know what? This is crappy, but I'm about to make this the best crap ever. Like, and that sounds so stupid, but I'm telling you, if you can get to a point with that, it literally changes everything. This is the only space that is mine in this whole house. So I was like, okay, how do I make this a space that I like to be in? I repainted the walls. I got me new bedspreads. I organized my closet. Like, I was like, you know, if I'm finna be here, oh, we finna be up in here and we're finna have a good time, okay? Because I'm enduring too much for me to also not like the space that I live in, you know? So it's like you have to take control over the things that you can take control over. And the way that you feel about your space is in your control for the most part. I'm trying to figure out how to feel luxurious where I'm at, because poor or rich, baby, I'm living, okay? I'm living. I'll light a candle. I'll put just my lamp on, you know, for a mood, because I don't have string lights. Wait, I didn't even put a freaking twisty on this one. Yeah, so I'll put that on. I put on some music, like some JP Morgan or some Jonathan Reynolds if I'm in like a Jesus-y mood, and I'll read a good book, or I'll read my Bible if I'm having a real rough day, or sometimes I do read my Bible before I go to sleep. It just depends. Or I'll watch an episode of Girlfriends or whatever show that I'm watching at the moment. And that is a great night for me. Like that right there, like after a hot shower with a sugar scrub and some coconut oil so that you are moisturized, humidifier on. Did I say humidifier? I can't remember. Open up my window so it's a little cool. Like that is a great night to me. Make what you have enough for you, and it changes. It changes everything. I promise you. Well, I don't promise you, because you could try it and you'll be like, it didn't work. But paradise is in your mind. If you believe what you have is the best thing on earth, then it is to you. The only person that it needs to matter to is you and God, but nobody else. Another thing that had happened, and I think this is the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway that I've gotten off of these 3 months, is that you do not have to be the person that my hair is longer than this twist, Lord. But you do not have to be the person that you've always been. And that was such a revelation that was honestly life-changing, because I've been in church my whole life. I've known about Jesus my whole life, but I didn't come to a saving, transformative faith in God until quarantine. I was the kind of person, I'm gonna say it like it is, and if it hurts your feelings, so be it. Like, that's your fault that you don't have tough skin. I didn't care about other people's opinions. I was very stubborn. I was just realizing that when you come to Christ, you are this new person. You are transformed. The old is away, and God is living on the inside of you, and you want different things, you desire different things, and you are a different thing. We humans crave to be comfortable. Like, we don't like to be uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable is what our body protects us from. And so changing is such a huge thing. I realized, being off social media, growth is so necessary. Like, being the person that you want to be requires you to not be who you used to be. Because the person that you want to be, if you didn't have to change, you would be that right now. Like, you would be that person. So that person that you want to be requires you to change in some way. But in my case, it was huge. I had to stop being the Lord of my own life. I had to stop making my own plans. I had to stop being mean. I had to be gracious with my words. I had to figure out what love was and how to love people even when they don't deserve it from me. Like, so many things had to change about my innermost character. You literally cannot be the person that God has called you to be, doing the same things, thinking the same things, walking through this life the same way. It's impossible. As you continually to level up, you continue on becoming the better version of yourself daily. It's like, why was I so stuck in my ways? This way of living is so much better than who I was before. Like, when you stop letting the person that you've always been define your today, it's crazy. It's really crazy. I'm looking at my notes because I already got off track. When you want nothing but what God wants, the changes that you go through, you wonder how you even thought the life that you had before was even better. Stepping away from social media gives you the opportunity to find out what your values are, what you believe in, what your wants and desires are, and allowing God to shape those things. It really helps you understand yourself on a level that I didn't think was possible. Because He created you. So of course He knows everything about you. Of course He knows how to get you to where He wants you to be. So if you seek Him about those things, then you will get the answer. He says, seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened. My life shifted when I was like, you know what, God, I'm living my life for you, and I'm gonna please you, and everything that I do is gonna flow from love. Like, everything changed. And I didn't get to that point until I stopped letting the world influence my decisions. when I stopped letting other people's lives influence the life that I wanted. So this whole video is filmed and I'm still not done with my hair because I literally cannot multitask. So the do you here with me was a fail. But so I just decided that I probably should show what I did. So this is me showing the back ratchet. Like, look why. Look at them parts. Look at them beaters. Lord help the children of the earth because they are suffering. But do not do this part. Do not put don't do it. Don't weave it through. Don't make the parts in the back. Just make a braid because that was such a waste of my time as I finished. So now I am going to part my hair all the way to the back and cornrow it straight through. You know, none of that weaving stuff. This is me putting on a little rice water collection stuff, a little shea butter because we need some moisture on that dry hair. And this is me finger detangling. And then I'm going to just cornrow it back. And then you're just going to do that for the remainder of your hair. Because we're not putting it in rubber bands because that's dead. It's dead. Like I said, do not do it. Please do not. So it's all cornrowed back. And then this is me, crocheting it through. And yeah, I'm not going to show that. You could just look that up because there's a bunch of YouTube videos about it. So like, why would I make another one? Here is the finished product. Kind of hate it, but not mad at it at the same time. Definitely not about to take it out, so.
You know what I should do? Untangle it. Oh my gosh, hold on.
Okay, I think I can get with this. I think this.
2 seconds later.
I don't know how I feel about the God.